Hello, it's me again, and today I'm misanthropic and angry. That's probably the best summation of the way I've been feeling in response to the past couple of weeks. First, a sentence. All men are created equal and endowed by their creator with certain inalienable rights, including life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Now, that wasn't written by some sort of freaky left-wing Marxist freak like myself. It was actually the second sentence of the American Declaration of Independence. Now, I'm not sure, because I haven't done second year of politics, but I'm not sure if that's part of the Constitution, but I think it's probably quite important. And yeah, they've kind of thrown that out the window and done a shit on it. Yes, as you can tell, this isn't going to be a very PG-13 video, but I don't care. So, what have they done? Well, I think most of you will be aware that North Carolina has banned gay marriage. So that means that people have actively gone out and decided, well, we don't want to get them queers getting married or nothing, because then I'll have to divorce you and go off and marry a bloke. Which is not how it works. Now, TJ the Amazing Atheist has argued this better than I probably could, because I don't live in America, so I don't really know how everything works. But I just find it sickening that they went out afterwards and celebrated what they decided was a victory. It's not a victory. It's a man standing on a podium wearing a t-shirt that says vote no on whatever, Amendment 1, looking utterly defeated and holding on to his mum. You know, that's not a victory. That's kicking someone when they are already lying with their head in a pile of shit. And it makes me absolutely outraged. So, yeah, they had champagne to celebrate this, to celebrate their infringing on other people's rights in law. Because now, you know, gay people in North Carolina aren't just discriminated against, you know, by society or by prejudice, they're discriminated against in law. That's actually the opposite of how it usually works. It usually works that the law is changed and there's still people who have prejudices. But this time, the people, probably most of them, don't have prejudices. Just the fuckheads who do went out to vote. So the people have accepted it, but the law hasn't. This is... I can't see any logic for it, so if you have a convincing argument that isn't full of bullshit, then maybe you should put it in the comments or mail it me or something. And please send me hate mail, because it makes me feel wanted. Meanwhile, in lovely Britain, at least until Wales and Scotland decide to bugger off and leave us to it, which I wouldn't blame them for at all. Yeah, David Cameron. David Cameron, got a little bit of a bone to pick with you, actually. So, we were very close indeed, although probably less close than I'd like to think, to getting gay marriage recognised as gay marriage, and sort of equal to straight marriage. We were so close, and now we're not, because David Cameron has decided to listen to the right-wing conservative of his party. I would have said a very strong swear word there, but I think you can, if you know me in person, you can probably guess which one it was, and it begins with a C, and it's not the one that means poo. Yeah. Specifically, Nadine Dorries, who I hate just about as much as... No, I can't actually think of anything to compare her to, but I hate her as much as I hate Nadine Dorries. She is an absolute... Let me just put it this way. She was the one behind the whole we should teach abstinence in schools thing. You know, abstinence in schools, which works really well in America, where the pregnancy rates have really... Oh, no, wait, they haven't. Yeah, if you teach abstinence, all you get is kids trying it anyway, because they don't know what it is. So, where were we? Nadine Dorries. Nadine Dorries. So she basically said, yeah, David Cameron, you know how you've done like really, really badly in these local elections? Well, maybe what you should do is become more right-wing, because you're actually losing your hardcore voters, and what they want to see is just leave this gay marriage thing alone, really, because I don't like it. I mean, because, you know, these voters won't like it, and then you'll lose power, and that is ultimately the only purpose of the government. It is the only purpose of the government, basically, to keep itself in power, but still... So yeah, maybe because people are getting angry because you're concentrating on this rather than on like the things that matter, like, you know, homelessness and joblessness and all childcare and stuff. Which is stupid, because how much effort would it take? How much money would it take just to say, you know, gay marriage same as straight marriage? It would take bugger all, you know. I don't think anyone would leave the country that we cared about if you just made gay marriage the same, because it's not really that much of an issue unless you're gay or a fundamentalist Christian fuckhead, which I just hope they all bugger off anyway. My personal opinion, not that it really matters, is that I don't want the person who I marry to be based on whether they're a man or a woman. I'll fall in love with someone regardless of their gender. And I think that's true for quite a lot of people. And once you fall in love with someone, you know, you'll want to marry them. Or not, you know, you might decide that you just live together and whatever. But you want to have that option. Everyone, if you don't have that option, you don't have any rights. Well, you don't have that right, and you have a lower status than everyone else. So, you know, all it's going to do is it's not stopping anyone from being bent. It's just going to make it more annoying for the people who are. So you're going to lose their votes. The thing is, the reason people are probably getting annoyed is because you're dragging it out. You could just easily say, right, gay marriage, we're doing it. Rather than letting people be discriminated against in law while society has moved on, because then you're not representative and you don't actually have the right to be in government, and you will be unelected at the next election. Now, this has been a fairly random video, so I'll end on a fairly random note with some Yorkshire German. Fröhliche Weihnachten to all of you! That wasn't really German, was it? And it was about Christmas. Okay, ta-ra a bit.